Let's all come down to our mat. So find a comfortable position on your mat, seated posture, and begin to feel the weight of your body arriving right here, right now. You might lower your gaze a little bit and begin to turn your attention inward. Lengthen your inhales and the exhale, allowing a little releasing, letting go with the exhale. Deepening that breath and letting it go. On your next inhale, hold at the top. Inhale, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften, letting the breath out, the shoulders coming down, the weight of the body resting on the mat. At the end of your exhale, another full breath in, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. One more nice full breath in now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and letting it go. Returning now to your natural breath. Just let the breath be breathed by the body. And then bringing your attention over the heart and setting an intention for your practice this evening. What encouraged you to come to yoga tonight? And can you deepen that intention just a bit? And then when you're ready, gently turning the nose towards the right shoulder, and then gently letting the chin dip, letting it come down towards the chest and rolling the neck slowly towards the center of the chest and off towards the left. Inhale at the top and exhale, roll it all the way down, pausing anywhere where your neck might need a little attention. And one more time, coming down to the middle and just pausing there as you lengthen out the back of the neck. And then roll your shoulders forward up towards the ears as you raise the crown of the head and bring yourself up. Bringing the hands to Namaste or to the heart center, equalizing the pressure in the palms. Take a big breath in and exhale, pressing the palms together. Feel the shoulders drifting away from the ears. Another breath in. Lengthen from the shoulders to the elbows, elbows to the wrists. One more big breath in. And exhale. Inhale, flower the lotus. Bring the elbows together and lift them up as you take a breath into the back. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, thumbs back, shoulder blades together as you open in a rainbow. Scoop it up. Feel those shoulder blades landing on the back. Reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lotus. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, coming up to center. Reaching out in a T, drop that right hand to the mat and sweep over in a bit of a side bend. Keep pressing that left hip towards the earth so you get a good opening of the ribs here as you're breathing. Inhale, sweep through the center, drop the hand down, take the side bend on the other side. Once more, sweep it over, exhale, side bend. And again, big breath through the center, and exhale, side bend. And then coming to the center, we're going to go ahead and take a few sweeps of the arms up to the sky. So go ahead and reach the arms together up to the sky, and then twist off to the right, lengthen, and revolve. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist, and revolve. Inhale through the center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. And release. And now we're going to go ahead and put our knees a little bit further apart, coming to a child's pose. So bring the toes together and walk your knees a little bit apart. Let your hips come down towards the heels as is comfortable. Walk the body forward through the thighs. Crawl the fingertips forward. Allow the lengthening of the spine from tailbone to crown. Breathing in the back body. And it's fine for you to rest your hands on a block or on your forehead on a block or on your hands. Fill the back body with the breath. You may prefer to crawl your hands out on spider fingers, lengthening a bit, maybe walking the hands off a little bit to one side, feeling a little bit more stretch in the side body, and then off to the other. Just playing with your child's pose a bit. And then coming back to the center, bring the knees together. Tuck the toes. Reach your hands back to gather your heels. Pull on the heels. And open up into camel. So you can press on the heels and squeeze the glutes to open the front of the hips. Reach one hand to the sky and revolve the heart to the other. Exhale and switch. Dancing camel. Inhale through the center. Exhale, revolve. Inhale and switch. And then coming down to the mat, bringing your hands down onto the mat. We're going to come into a table posture here. You might take a little cat-cow just to begin with, because that always feels good to the low spine, and we want to do things that feel good in the body. Lets us know we're taking good care of it. And then when you're ready, pause to flatten your table. Feel the spine lengthen. My gaze usually comes just a little past the edge of the mat, the front edge. And then push that right heel back. Lengthen out right off the spine. That heel lengthens out. Inhale the left thumb to the sky. Feel that long line of energy there. Exhale, bring them in. Inhale them out. Exhale in. Keep the back nice and strong. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Bring the left hand down and the ball of the right foot down. And just get a little bit of a calf stretch there. And then we're going to kickstand the left leg out. So you come into a side plank. So the inner blade of that right foot is on the mat. Reach the right hand to the sky. And let it slip over the ear if that feels okay. Get a nice breath in the side ribs. And then we'll sweep on over into gait posture. So push off the mat. Let the right hand come down to the leg, sliding down. Left arm over, now opening the ribs on the left. And Gently bring yourself back into your table posture, cleansing breath. Starting to warm up the body. Exhale the left heel back, the right thumb to the sky. Big breath here. Exhale it in. Inhale it out. Exhale in. Inhale out. And in. And out. And bring that right hand down and the ball of the left foot down. And just press that calf back and heel back and down to get a good calf stretch. Then kickstand the foot out to the side, coming into your side plank. Stack the shoulders and then let that top arm sweep over the ear if you'd like. Option to float the heel if that feels okay. And then come on into gait posture. So sweep it on over. Breathing, always breathing with yoga. And then rotating it back. Bring the hands down into your table cleansing breath. And walk your hands forward and we'll come down onto our mat for a little Shalabhasana. We'll start with our hands right underneath the shoulder points and zip the legs together and tops of your feet are against the mat. Feel the spine and the neck be long. Just a soft lifting of the heart and breathing. And bring the hands underneath the forehead and release, cleansing breath. Now rotate the hands so the fingers face towards the feet and bring the elbows alongside the body. Lifting a little bit through the heart and the heels. Inhale and breathe. Hands under the forehead and soften. Remember to take only the parts of the posture that are working for you this evening. Interlace the hands behind the sacrum. Draw the hands down. Lift the heart just a tiny bit or take one of the previous variations. And breathing. And releasing forehead to the mat under the hands, underneath the forehead. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the heels in this crocodile posture. Releasing the back tension. And then we'll find our way slowly into downward facing dog. So plant your hands underneath the shoulder points. Push the hips up. Tuck the toes and gently push the tailbone to the sky as you come into your down dog. Feel the hands spread, the fingers spread, the chest come back towards the thighs and lengthen out through the back of the legs a bit. Down dog always feels so good. Then with your next inhale, looking between the thumbs, and on the exhale, stepping or walking forward to your forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Feel the spine grow long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, and feel the inner thighs spin a bit to the back wall as you lengthen again through that spine. Draw the shoulder blades down. Exhale, soften. Inhale, sweep those arms back. Come all the way to tall mountain. And release. Very good. Now we're in a standing posture. So we'll take a little flow practice. Feel free to do empty coat sleeves or shake your legs out anywhere where you might be holding tension. Now is a great time to tend to that and then come into your mountain posture. In mountain posture, our feet are parallel to the long edge of the mat. Feel the weight in the heels. And then stack the joints, the knees, the hips, the shoulders, the ears, all right up till you're in a nice mountain posture. And the hands might rotate forward a bit. Find your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. And we'll go forward this time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold at the hip. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, step back on the right, bringing that knee down to the mat. Coming into your modified warrior one, and let the hips sink a little bit towards that forward heel. And let the arms come out more in a V. Well, a lot of times we have our arms straight up, but this time let's have our arms come out in a V. Let's the chest lift just a little bit more. Bring your attention to the heel and the knee and have them push a little bit away from each other to sturdy up your posture. We're going to come into eagle arms. So sweep the right arm underneath the left and operate into eagle arms if that's available to you. You can also just cross your arms across the chest, okay? So if you have the ability for eagle arms and it feels okay tonight, take eagle arms. And then bring the heart up as you lift those elbows. And release, open it up. Big V arms, big breath. And this time left under right. And another breath to lift the elbows. And release. Big breath open. Exhale, bring those hands to frame the foot, tuck the back toes, and step left foot back for your plank. One breath in plank. Bring the knees down, chest and chin. Inhale for a cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right foot. Bring it forward in a pigeon, right knee behind the right wrist. And I'm going to actually get a block here because I like to use a block for my pigeon. And then bringing the shin in as parallel to that short edge of the mat as I can. So I get that stretch in the outer right hip, keeping the right foot flexed and breathing. There's several variations on pigeon. Feel free to take any that work for you. You can have the heel further back. The stretch is just not as intense then. And then when you're ready, frame the hands out, tuck the back toes, return to three-legged dog. Shake out the ankle, the knee, and sweep that right foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Exhale, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands to heart. Now let's take those moves on the other side. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold at the hip. Okay, in halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and step back on the left. Bring the knee down to the mat and sweep the arms up. Drop your hips towards the heel. And then let the arms open in a nice V. Exhale, come into eagle arms, either arm underneath, then lift the heart. Keep sturdying up the base by pushing the heel and the knee apart. Inhale, open, lift the heart. Exhale, other arm underneath. And inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale and release. And inhale, open the arms in that victory arms. Exhale, frame the foot and step the right foot back to meet the left. And take your flow here, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Inhale the left foot and bring it forward for a pigeon on this side. Move my block onto this side now. So try and move that shin to as parallel as is comfortable for you to the front edge of the mat, and getting that stretch in that outer left hip. Keep the ankle flexed and breathing. And then frame the foot and step the left foot back up to the sky. Little shake out of the ankle and the knee, and then sweep the left foot forward between the hands, coming into your runner's lunge. And on the exhale, stepping forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. And release. Little empty coat sleeves here. Now on our next flow, we're going to come up into a position called Revolved Warrior Two, and that can create a little instability. So if that is the case for you, you feel welcome to use something like the edge of a chair to stabilize yourself, okay? So go ahead and come to your mountain posture and take a breath, a cleansing breath or two as we settle between flow. Then inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back on the right, staying in your runner's lunge. 2 lanes of traffic, okay? Plant the right hand down and take that dragonfly twist. Now most people feel pretty stable in this position. But now we're going to entertain the idea of coming up into a Revolved Warrior Two. So start to feel your hand get light on that and float up into Revolved Warrior Two. If you need to, place your hand on the chair to stabilize yourself, okay? Breathing here. Sweep that back arm forward, coming into Warrior One. Drop the back heel. Again, always feel free to rest a hand on the chair. And we're going to sweep the right arm back, toes turn to 3 o'clock, be at Warrior Two. Worked our way around. Sweep that right arm back up, coming into that Warrior One or crescent. And then Revolved Warrior Two again, and bring the hand down. Windmill the left hand down and step back for your plank. Taking or skipping a flow now. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Now bringing the other foot, right foot up, and bring it forward between the hands. And we're going to take these moves on the other side. So keeping the left hand down, sweep the right arm up. Runner's lunge or dragonfly twist. Press the 2 feet away as you rise up into Revolved Warrior Two, always feeling free to stabilize on the chair. Sweep the right arm forward, Warrior One, drop the back heel. Let's add some eagle arms here. So let the arms come out first in a V. Exhale the right arm under and lift the heart. Inhale the arms open. Exhale the right arm under. Lift the heart. Inhale the arms open. And lift them up to a Warrior One stance. And then open into Warrior Two. Toes at the back are at 3 o'clock. Let's take a few cleansing breaths here as we rest in Warrior Two for a moment. And then we'll come back to our Revolved Warrior. So bring that left arm back up, coming into Crescent or Warrior One, depending on if you lift the heel. And then reach that right arm back. Now the back heel must be lifted, and drop the left hand to the mat for that dragonfly twist. The right hand comes down, and step your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, hands to heart. And then a little empty coat sleeves, letting go a little bit in that practice. Let's set our chair aside for a minute. Letting any tension out of the arms and shaking out the legs. Okay, and then let's come to the top of our mat. We'll take a few side bends here. So just feeling your mountain posture again. Really feeling the shoulders coming back, and the back of the head leveling up with the shoulder blades. Reach the arms up. Take your right wrist into your left hand and exhale, side bend. Inhale, tall. Side bends are so good for us. Exhale, side bend. Once more. And exhale. Inhale through the center and exhale now to the other side. Keep drawing the core in to keep yourself strong as you side bend. Once more. Release the hands, bring them to the hips, and step the left foot wide, about one leg length apart, or one stride. Okay? And we're going to turn the toes here on the left foot towards the short edge of the mat and bring ourselves into a Trikonasana. So arms out parallel to the earth. Draw that left hip back, float the arms forward, and bring the hand down. And as your shoulders stack, keep thinking about that hip. Draw that left hip way back and breathing. Strengthen up the core with each exhale. 2 or 3 breaths here. Float the arms up, coming to Warrior Two. Bring that knee directly over the ankle. 2 or 3 breaths here in Warrior Two. Turn the front palm up and sweep back to our proud or reverse warrior. One hand reaches for the sky, the other for the earth. Keep the spine long, and the feet pressing away from each other to stabilize the base of the posture. Bring the top hand down to interlace with the lower hand and draw them down as you broaden across the collarbones. We're preparing for humble warrior. Make sure to engage the core as you strengthen that and fold to the inside of that left thigh. Draw the arms up if that's comfortable for your shoulders. Release the hands to the mat. Walk the hands to the long edge of the mat. Turn the toes on the left to face the long edge of the mat. Coming into a full straddle. The heels will be a little further apart than the toes. Keep the right hand down and sweep the left hand to the sky. And then switching. Left hand stays down and the right hand goes to the sky. bringing both hands down, walk them over to the other foot, your right foot. Turn the right foot to face the short edge of the mat. Keep that hip drawn back, and then draw your bow. Left hand draws up all the way to the sky. Trikonasana on this side. Keep drawing that hip back, that knee up. Now you can take the block alongside the outside of the foot, holding Trikonasana as such. And breathing. Keep those breaths big and full, oxygenating that posture. 2 or 3 breaths here. Let that upper hand be light as you float up, Warrior Two, facing the back of the mat. 2 or 3 breaths here. Rotate the palm up and come to your reverse warrior. Keep the feet pressing away from each other, hands, sky and earth. Breathing, engaging that navel to the spine. Pelvic floor, draw the tailbone to the pubic bone. Let the top hand come back and interlace with the back hand. And this time move the fingers over one. Draw them down as you broaden across the collarbones and the shoulders come together and the heart lifts. With the next exhale, gently fold to the inside of that leg. Lift the hands just a bit if that's comfortable for your shoulders. Release the hands to the mat. Walk your hands to the long edge of the mat as you turn the toes to face the long edge of the mat. Heels out a little further than the toes. Coming into a bit of an inversion as you walk your hands back through the legs and let the head come down. Nod the head, yes, and side to side. Bring the hands underneath the gaze and walk your hands up to the top of the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And come into your plank. Holding your plank for 5 breaths or whatever feels right to you. Keep the tailbone lifted just a bit. Breathing fully here. A little softness in your elbows. One more. Bring the knees down and walk them through the arms. And bring your arms down, your hips down. We're going to come into a 90-90 position. So just having your both knees bent at about 90 degrees. And place your left hand behind you to lengthen up through the spine. And walk the right hand over towards the left hand. Finding the breath now. Press into that back hand and sweep the front hand up as you squeeze the glutes and open the hips. Like a rock star sliding across the stage, right? Breathing. And gently lowering the hips. And then let the weight of the body come back and switch the legs to the other side. So same position, just in the opposite direction. Walk the hands behind you. Use that back hand to lengthen up through the spine. Find the breath. And sweep it up. Squeeze the glutes, open the heart. And gently letting the hips come back down. We'll lengthen our feet out in front of us. We'll take half floor to the fishes. So bring the one foot over the top of the other knee. And then reach the arm up and across the knee. Bring the left hand behind you, depending which side you're doing, and lengthen up through the spine. Use the exhales to twist a little deeper into that revolution. Draw the toes on the right foot back towards you. And softening. And we'll unwind the body and take it on the other side. This time your right foot crosses over your left knee. Draw the knee up towards you. Plant the right hand behind you. And take the left hand elbow on the outside of the knee. If it's available, it can also go on the inside of the knee. Lengthen and exhale, revolve. Two or three breaths here. And release. And now we're going to come into just a little bit of core practice. So gently lower yourself down onto the mat. We like core practice because it helps us keep our spine healthy and stable. Many, many, many Americans struggle with back issues, so we want to do all we can to keep those muscles strong and keep our backbones healthy. So bring the shins into tabletop, the knees over the hips, and then bring the hands right behind the head, interlaced. And we're not going to move the knees towards the elbows. We're just going to move the elbows across and towards the knee, but keep the knees right where they are. Inhale back, exhale, twist. Inhale back, exhale, twist. Feel those revolutions in the body. Exhale, twist. And with your own breath, taking a break anytime you'd like to by just lowering your heels to the ground, and when you're ready, bring them back up for a few more twists. Nice and slow here. Two more. And again. And bring the heels down. Walk them up right behind your bottom. Roll the shoulders under a bit. Find the breath in the low belly and exhale the low back to the earth. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, fill. Exhale, roll up into your bridge. Walk the shoulders under just a bit and press the heels into the earth and the shoulders in. Squeeze through the glutes, draw the knees towards each other. Let the chin raise towards the sky and breathe. And gently releasing as you lengthen out the tailbone towards the heels. And bringing the arms into cactus and the shins into tabletop. Exhale the right foot away. Inhale the knee in. Exhale the left foot away. And the knee in. And repeating one foot at a time or both feet together. Your choice. And breathing with it. You can spread the fingers like sunshine. And bringing the heels down right behind the glutes again. And we'll take one more bridge. Exhale, roll the tailbone up and come up into your bridge. And breathing. gently draw the tailbone towards the heels, releasing the body. Bring the knees in towards the chest and take a few swirls with the knees in circles to comfort the low back. And then the other direction. And slide your hands through the knees, bringing your hands to your shins, your ankles, or your big toes. And take a happy baby, just rolling a bit on the back, finding the four corners of the back and breathing. And when you're ready, releasing the toes. And if you have a block with you, you like to take Viparita Karani, your legs up the wall. So just bridge up enough to slide your block underneath the sacrum. Roll the shoulders under. Bring the knees in and float the heels to the sky. Just let them rest there in this inversion. Big breath in. And on the exhale, let the body grow a bit heavy. Inhale, fill. Exhale, soften. Inhale, fill. Exhale, let the heels drift apart into an inner thigh stretch if you'd like. Stretch through the feet or circles with the ankles. With your next exhale, bring the heels back together. And the knees towards the chest. Letting the heels come down to the mat and the soles of the feet come together. And let the knees come apart and just rock the hips left and right. Arms in cactus for that floating goddess. Then bring the knees back together, press into the heels as you slide the block out from underneath you. Lengthen out through the left leg, and if you have a strap, this is a great time to use it. If you don't, you can just walk your hands up the back of your leg. So we're bringing the right knee in towards the chest and sliding the strap around the base of the foot. Lengthening out, you can also walk your hands up the back of that right leg. Once you have the leg in that hamstring stretch, then lengthen out the left leg. And just draw it in towards the body. And maybe move it a little bit left and right. And when you're ready, keeping it with the strap or taking the knee, you're going to take it into that long spinal twist. So just letting it drift off to the left as the right arm reaches out. And letting the shoulder come down to the earth. And then gently bringing that foot back up. Bringing the left foot in. And switching feet, we'll let the right leg go long. Take a bit of a hamstring stretch on the left leg. Just letting it move just a little bit left and right, feeling the different spots where it's stretching. Another variation is just to hold the leg with the hands. And when you're ready, coming into that long spinal twist, either with the strap or your hand on the knee, bringing that left foot across the body to the right, and the left arm out in a T with the gaze and breathing. And then gently bringing your foot back up to center and releasing the foot from the strap if you're using a strap and setting that aside. Taking any posture that your body is calling for, and then preparing for Shavasana. We'll lengthen out the body, let the arms and legs come a little bit away from the center of the body. Let the spine be long. Begin to draw your attention a little bit more inward. Let the forehead soften and the eyebrows drift apart. The eyes soften and the face. Releasing any tension in the jaw. Let the tongue be thick. Let the throat fill the neck. The shoulders soften towards the earth. The arms grow heavy, soft and warm, all the way through to the fingertips. Take a nice breath in. And on the exhale, let it kind of wash through you, all the way down to the feet. Perhaps one or two more of those breaths, just letting it exhale. The weight of the body being supported fully by the earth. As it rises to meet you and hold you. And bringing the attention to the heart and the breath over the heart. And just resting your attention here. With the ebbing and flowing of the breath. Beginning to deepen your breath. Connecting the space around you with the space inside of you. finding a little bit of movement or enjoying a few more moments of stillness, whatever is right for you. When you're ready, taking a bit of a stretch or drawing your knees in towards the chest and comforting the low back. And when you're ready, rolling off to one side or the other and making your way into a seated posture to close our practice together. And bringing your hands to heart center. Thank you, friends, for joining me for this evening practice. We work to unwind the stress of the day, to care for these precious bodies that hold our lives. May you take a bit of what you've worked here on the mat into your evening and into your week. Om Shanti. Namaste.